So we have here, this is from the Chablis region, Corrine and Jean-Pierre Grossot. And so to my knowledge, this is 100% bottled on the estate, a domain wine, classic label, 2015 vintage, coming in at about 12.5% alcohol. Nice, lean style. I have it in my glass here. You probably can't see this on camera, but right away I'm seeing kind of a mellow, lighter golden color, so nice natural fruit concentration. There are some tiny frizzante bubbles sort of rising up, so that indicates definitely some minerality. This wine is, I like to call it active. And we are tasting this at room temperature, which is something I like to do with whites personally. It's worth noting. This wine is tremendously aromatic, so I'm getting lots of white flowers. There's definitely some fresh lemon zest, although I've noticed this wine's been open for about 7 or 8 minutes, and as it opens up and warms up in the room, I'm getting actually a little bit more of like a lemon oil component to it. It's actually developing more viscosity and richness to it. Tremendous stone fruit. This is a really aromatic wine. I mean, it's very focused, kind of laser beam of aromatics going on here. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, tremendous focus. Just hits the palate right up front with citrus. It's definitely got a real minerality to it. It's very classic Chablis. This comes from a very ripe vintage. So 2015 was certainly one of the best harvests in the history of the Burgundy region from north to south. Given the Chablis is further north, typically it's going to be a later harvest. Traditional wines won't be chapitalized, but they are in some cases. But this is a wine that to me speaks to just pure natural winemaking. I'm not detecting the presence of any new oak. There is some roundness and texture on the mid palate, given that it is Chardonnay. There's some richness there. And if I didn't mention that at the beginning of the video, yes, Chablis is 100% Chardonnay. It is. And this is just a classic expression of chalky soil. I mean, this is the kind of wine that for me actually conjures up the image of a vineyard in Chablis, with white chalky soil and big limestone rocks on the topsoil everywhere in the vineyard. It's kind of a desolate landscape, very cool region, but the wines have tremendous freshness to them, and I think that's really what sets Chablis apart from many other Chardonnay growing regions in the world, is the tremendous freshness, the acidity. You can taste sort of that oyster shell component that you get from these ancient marine soils, and to me this is a perfect wine with obviously oysters, shellfish. It's a great aperitif wine, but Chablis is also the kind of wine that can really take you through the meal. It has enough richness to stand up to some sauces, certainly some white fish, maybe even a salmon. It's a pretty versatile wine, but it does have a real sense of delicacy and finesse to it. So very pretty wine. Yeah, this is a solid, easily 90 point and above wine if we were using the traditional metrics, and I think at $20 US, it's a tremendous value, and it's just very traditional and well made. Beautiful wine.